You know what time it is now?
It's almost good Shabbos time. It's good Shabbos time.
It's good Shabbos time.
All right. I want everyone to stand up. Let's get it. Everyone stand up. Let's go.
That's on your feet.
Come on, let's stand up.
We're not going to start the service till everyone's up.
Start it off.
Up on your feet.
Everybody stand up and show me some love.
Stand up.
Everybody stand up and show me some peace.
Stand up.
Everybody stand up and show me togetherness. 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 Togetherness.
Okay, now it's time. It's time for us to remember what we're here for. We're here to get together. We're here to get together and bring Shabbos in. Now, come on, everybody get up. Everybody get up. Shabbos is the day of rest. Shabbos is the day of coming together. Shabbos is the day of connection. Shabbos is the day to remember justice. Shabbos is the day to remember wholeness. Shabbos is the day to remember peace. It is time for everybody to stand up. Everybody got to show love. How do you show love? That's what I want to know. I want to see how you show love. You show love by being part of. You show love by being community. You show love by loving Nate, by loving Rachel. You show peace by bringing yourself together. You show peace by getting rid of senseless hatred. You show peace by getting rid of resentments. You show peace by doing tshuva. This is Elul. This is the month to get it together. It's the month to stop hating people. It's the month to stop having disdain for people. It's a month to remember that from now on, what we got is another human being in the room. Every person is another human being and needs and deserves the same respect that you want in return. Let's do it.
Well, everybody stand up and show me some love.
Come on.
Stand up.
Everybody stand up and show me some peace.
Stand up.
Everybody stand
We
up
ain't gonna
and
stop
show me
until you all stop.
togetherness. 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 Togetherness.
Everybody got to stay stand up. Everybody got to keep going. We don't care. It's a false alarm, I hope. Okay, everybody got to go out. Got to go out.
All right. We'll start Shabbos back up in a couple minutes. Everybody stand up and show me some love.
Stand up.
Everybody stand up and show me some peace.
Stand up.
Everybody stand up and show me togetherness. 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 Togetherness.
Okay, you got to say stand up. What this is about is remembering that we're all kin under the skin. There is no separation. We're all unique. We all bring something unique to this world. And we are all together. There is nobody that's any better or any worse. Okay? There's no migrant. There's no other in our language or in our world. Our world is, we're all humans. We are practicing human beingness and being human. So when they go, everybody stand up and show me some love, you got to respond with stand up. We got to keep this going.
Everybody stand up and show me some love.
What?
Stand up.
Everybody stand up and show me some peace.
I can't hear you.
Everybody stand up and show me togetherness. 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 Togetherness.
Okay, let's do Bim Bam.
All right.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim bim bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim bim bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. 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 Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim bim bam.
Rabbi Heschel, his dissertation was on the prophets. And then later on, he wrote a book about the prophets. He goes, what manner of man is the prophet? A student of philosophy who turns from the discourses of the great metaphysicians to the orations of the prophets may feel as if they were going from the realm of the sublime to an area of trivialities. Instead of dealing with the timeless issues of being and becoming, of matter and form, of definitions and demonstrations, he is thrown into orations about widows and orphans, about the corruptions of judges and affairs of the marketplace. Instead of showing us a way through the elegant mansions of the mind, the prophet takes us to the slums. I think that's why I love the prophets. He goes on to say the things that horrified the prophets are even now daily occurrences all over the world. This was written in the 1960s. There is no society to which Amos's words would not apply. Hear this, you who trample upon the needy and bring the poor of the land to an end. Deal deceitfully with false balances. Sell the refuse of the wheat. Indeed, the sort of crimes and even the amount of delinquency that fill the prophets of Israel with dismay do not go beyond that which we regard as normal, as typical ingredients of social dynamics. We have forgotten. We have lost our way because we are in acceptance of evil. We all do it. And most of us do it because, oh, well, what's one person? I can't buck the system. How important am I? Yet the prophet was one person. One person went and stood up and says, be appalled, O heavens, at this. Be shocked, be utterly desolate, says the Lord. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed out cisterns for themselves. It's an interesting thing. In Judaism, we don't believe that God ever forsakes us. It's us forsaking God. The prophets knew that God always loved us. In fact, Rabbi Heschel says, humans are rebellious and full of iniquity, and yet so cherished are we that God, the creator of heaven and earth, is saddened when forsaken by us. Profound and intimate is God's love for us. Ugly though our behavior may be, our behavior is, yet may our return to God make of our way a highway of God. These words, they get me crazy, they stir me up because we have forgotten so much. We're living in an era where if I can get away with it, it's okay. Now, I would love to say that this is just because of the current administration or the current wealth or anything else. But we're going back 2,000, 2,500 years. The prophets were railing about this. Now, rabbis don't like the prophets so much as Rabbi Yehuda Kurtzer talked about a year and a half ago here. I love the prophets because, yes, they talk in hyperbole, but guess what? We need that hyperbole because we forget. We forget that, you know what? That person who has taken our money at the gas station is a human being. They deserve to be greeted. They deserve to be seen. Somebody coming to this land in order to leave tyranny, to leave destruction, to leave hatred, because they want to live free. We have to remember that that is the basis of our country and not lock them up. When people in the street are begging, they're living on the street, we have to remember that we're the richest country in the world and having homeless is a sin. That is what our destiny is. That's what our ancestors taught us. And it's not about Donald J. Trump or Mitch McConnell. They're only the latest incarnations of the same things that the prophets railed against. And when we speak out against them, people are going to come against us. Yes, they will hit on us. They will make us bad. They will do everything they can to destroy us. And that doesn't matter because we come from a tradition that says we stand up for what God stands for. The widows, the orphans, the poor, and the stranger. There is no way to get around it. In the Torah portion this week, it says you cannot hate the Edomite or abhor the Egyptian. Think about this. Edomites are Esau's descendants. They live in the Middle East. The Egyptians, that's where we were enslaved. We still can't hate them. So how much less can we hate somebody just because they're different? It's time for us to stand up. It is time for us to stand up. Stand up not just for peace, stand up not just for love, but stand up for what's right. That's our heritage. That's our inheritance. And we need to live it and honor it. Shabbat shalom.
Next up, Shalom Aleichem.
המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ברכם לשלום מלאכי השלום מלאכי עליון מלך ממלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא לי 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 ברכוני לשלום מלאכי השלום מלאכי עליון מלך ממלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא זיכם לשלום מלאכי השלום מלאכי עליון מלך ממלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא לי 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 לי
Woo! Sing a new song, Shiru Ladonai. Sing a song to God.
And dance around a little bit. Sing and dance. La 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la 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 ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru Meyom, Meyom Neshuato, Sapru Vegoyim Kevodo Bechol Ha'amim Michotam, Ki Gadol Adonai, Holal Meyon.
All right.
In case you didn't know, that's all off script. None of that is scripted at all. Yeah.
All right. It's time for tzedakah. Tzedakah does not mean charity, it means justice. And when we... What? Neil tzedakah means... It's right before the high holidays. I can't tease him in front of a lot of people. Okay, so tzedakah is making things right. And your tzedakah supports Beit Tshuva, and it allows us to have things like this amazing weekend. We have a wonderful pastor here with us, John Pavlovitz. We had a conversation. We had a conversation earlier today about the need for religious communities of all faiths to come together, especially in this time. In this time of such division, those who understand that every person is created in God's image need to come together to show everyone else the divinity of other people. It's easy to be divided. It's easy to say we're right, they're wrong. Somebody's better, somebody's worse. But we know that no one is beyond redemption. And with your help, with your tzedakah, we redeem people every day. We have 8 people taking birthdays tonight. And if you look on your shmata in your handouts, just since July, we've celebrated 235 years of sobriety in this community. And that doesn't happen without your help. So please, give tzedakah. Please make things right. Rabbi is going to come up and do tshuva.
So I read something from Rabbi Heschel here. Oh, you get it? So I read it again. profound and intimate is God's love for us. The most unnoticed of all miracles is the miracle of repentance. Think about this. God's always willing to take us back. Yes, we're in the season where before Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we're supposed to be doing our inventory. Of course, we're supposed to do it every day, which is why we do tshuva here every night, every Friday night. But think about this. God's love is so great that God accepts us back all the time. Tshuva is this experience for me of knowing that I'm home. Every time I do tshuva, I know I've come home. I've come closer to my own essence. And I've come home to live with God, to live with the truth of my soul and my being. And we miss that. It's not something that's done in the world. Beit Tshuva stands against the world, even the recovery world, because the recovery world is interested in the money. The medical profession wants to make it a brain disease, a brain disorder. There's nothing wrong with the brains. It's about the spirit. Tshuva says that my spirit, I can retrain my being to go along with what my soul knows. Which is why for me, tshuva is coming home. Why we call this house Beit Tshuva. Because here we come home. We come home to ourselves. We come home to God. We come home to community. We come home to love. And we do tshuva out loud.
All right. I'd like to start off. Is that all right?
Whatever you want. You got the microphone.
Okay. I'm going to start off real quick. So I have a piece of gratitude to share with the community, and it is for mostly my co-workers as a whole and the people that I get to make music with. But I want to give a special thank you to that man over there, Greg Sutton. So, I used to write music with our friend Glenn Goss, and it was difficult for me to think about starting that process up again with other people, and my own creativity had a little piece missing. So over the last couple Fridays, we've spent 2 Fridays together in the morning, and we came up with a little, I think it's pretty cool. So I want to really thank Greg for helping me through that process. And I love spending time with you, and I love what you bring here, that you like happened upon this place, and that you've like totally integrated into it and really are such a huge part of the community now. So I thank you very much, and hopefully we'll play that song pretty soon. All right, next.
Hi, I'm Devin. I'm a grateful member of this community. And I want to give some gratitude, and I've never done this before. Actually, I have once. I want to say I'm really grateful for Beit Tshuva, first of all. But I want to say I'm really grateful to have a friend like Rachel Levine, and I want to say happy birthday to her. And that I met her 9 years ago, and could you believe I wasn't nice to her? I know, but I did. I now, everybody should have such a great friend like Rachel, who never judged me and was always supportive of me every time I attempted to be sober. And I just want to say happy birthday. I'm so proud of you.
Hi, I'm Susan, a very grateful member of this community. Hi, I am very fortunate to be the mother of the Rachel that Devin just spoke about. 10 years ago, plus a little bit, our daughter kind of wandered in here to Beit Teshuvah. And it truly has been life-altering, not only for her, but for me and Joel. Our lives changed the day she walked across this threshold. There was a warm, welcoming community that accepted her for who she was and where she was at, and helped her find herself again, helped her find the person that she always was. And I will be forever indebted to this community for bringing my daughter back.
Ooh, how
Yeah, I'm never sure whether I should do this, you know, because I like listening to other people be grateful to me. But busted, yeah. But I really am very grateful that John Pavlovitz has come into our community and into our lives. In this time in the world where there's so much deception and hypocrisy and corruption, to find somebody, a person of faith, who truly lives his faith is a great gift to me. I discovered you from a Facebook thing that somebody posted, and I thought your writing was incredible and that you were a man of courage and transparency. And I said to Mark, I want this guy to come. I want to meet him. And so Mark picked up the phone and called you, and you were willing to come. You didn't know us from anywhere, and here you are. And I'm very grateful that you exist on this planet. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a grateful member of this community. I want to give a quick shout out to my son Jonathan here, who is a very successful resident from here, but more importantly, he's completing his studies in computer science, computer programming rather, and this week started an internship at Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL. And so he's like studying the stars or data or something from Jupiter or who knows what. It's a different high, you know, and we're thankful for that.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm grateful to be here for my good friend Ken, who is just such a doll, and I'm grateful for all of you. And I'm truly grateful for being able to tell someone that I will show up for them and then actually show up. That's a gift of sobriety for sure. And getting to see my wonderful friend Thomas. I love you, and I'm really grateful that you're here and that you're back. Thanks.
And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for so much. It's like really crazy. Last weekend we were in the desert. I did so well on the golf course. Anybody saw? Yeah. No. And then I played with Nathan and the boys at Rancho, and it wasn't so wonderful. So I'm going out again. But I love what golf is. Golf is a game that if you hit one good shot, you feel everything. And I was thinking about that. I'm grateful that I hit a good shot 30 years ago. And that shot was hooking up with you. That shot was, actually it was 31 years ago when I told you how I thought you should run the place. And you said, if you're so smart, come and help. And I did. And that's the best shot I ever took. And because of that, my life is so much greater. Because of that, I get to hang out with all of you. I get to have friends. I get to have a community. I get to meet people like John, and just hanging with him today has been wild for me. You know, I want to tell you this, John. So often, I meet people that I think are going to be heroes because of their writing or their speaking, and I'm sure this has happened to you. And when you meet them, and like Harriet says, you're the real deal. You're a person of faith, a different faith than mine, and I feel like you're my brother, and you and I speak together in a language that both of us understand, sometimes better than other rabbis understand me. And to be understood, and to be understood, and to be understood is the greatest gift. That's the greatest love. And that's what I'm so grateful for. Thank you.
Now we have a song written by our own Laura Bagish called It's the opposite of Nothing Else Matters. It's called Everything Matters.
That's right.
What we do today, tomorrow remembers. The words we speak are stained like ink on a page. No story tried, no action invisible. And hope, help us to remember.
With an open heart and mind, everything matters. No story commonplace, words live forever. Guidance and hope and faith in your name, in every story and on every page.
You are always there. Everything, everything matters.
Everything matters. Everything matters.
All right, it's that time again. We're going to welcome our new members. So, Eric, Bernice, Sam, and Katie, come on up, and we're going to call up the birthdays. Sierra, Ben, Leslie. Oh, we welcomed in our new residents, and now we're going to officially welcome in Shabbat with Lecha Dodi. Fine, we're going to do Mizmor Shir first. It's hot in here. Some people like it. I'm not pointing any fingers. Some people like it, but some people are sweating buckets. All right.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך באמונתך בלילות עלי עשור ועלי נבל ועלי היגיון בכינור. Shabbat, tov leodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
I was just so eager to hear you sing Lecha Dodi. So now we're right. Thank you. Woohoo! We are going to welcome Shabbat. So if you want, you know what? Get up. It's hot in here. So get up. You know, we'll create some wind with the clapping, and we'll welcome the Shabbat Queen, the Shabbat Bride with Lecha Dodi.
Hey
We turn toward the doors and we welcome the Shabbat in. You may be seated as we invite the birthdays back up. So you guys maybe not should have been seated. Birthdays, come on up as we light the Shabbat candles together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshano b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Yehu l'ratzon.
Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable before you. Oh God, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, say shalom bimromah. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'yor kol Yisrael. Ve'imeru, ve'imeru. Amen.
So I said in my gratitude, in my tshuva, about John, and we're so excited to have him for the whole weekend. He's going to speak tonight. He'll speak again tomorrow at 1 o'clock for a lunch and learn, and then 5 o'clock on Sunday. With John's going to speak, and then there's going to be an interfaith panel with Reverend Rabbi Ed Feinstein, Reverend Najuma Smith Pollard, and Uman, who is from LA Voice, and I'm going to moderate the panel. It's hard to explain. He'll tell you his story and who he is. I just want to say what he represents. John Pavlovitz represents a person of faith, a person who is willing to buck the system. My microphone? Rachel's. Okay. John is a man who is willing to buck the system, who's willing to say, you know what? I'm a person of Christ, I believe in Christ, and if I can't live Christ-like, then I have to make myself better. And if my church or my denomination doesn't go along with it, I have to live authentically, and I have to live true to my soul. So it is my honor to introduce to Beit Tshuva Pastor John Pavlovitz.
Shabbat Shalom. Okay, so first thing I need to do, I think the alarm went off because they sensed there was a Christian pastor here. Everything went haywire. I want to thank Rabbi Mark, Harriet, and the entire staff here. It is a joy to be with you. This is holy ground. I travel almost every weekend, and this is the strangest place I have ever been. I'm glad you took it in the spirit in which it was given. So thank you. And I'm going to tell a lot of my story tomorrow, but just wanted to share a few words with you tonight for the next 3 hours. So I get to fly almost every weekend, travel to a new place in this country. And that may be good news for some of you, but it has not been historically good news for me because I'm not that strong a flyer. See, what happens to me is I tend to be on a plane and I'm fine, and I realize that I'm in a large metal tube hurling through space, and I become uneasy, right? But recently I was having a good flight. I was on my way to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm enjoying myself as much as someone can enjoy themselves on a plane when they're sure that's how they're going to die. You know, I'm there in my little elementary school-sized chair, right? I've got my Dixie cup full of soda. I've got my Barbie doll-sized bag of pretzels, and I'm having a great time, but my enjoyment is interrupted by a voice, and it's the voice of the pilot. And I know this because he says, folks, this is the pilot speaking. He says, I'd like the flight attendants to suspend drink service. I'd like you to return to your seats and put on your seatbelts because it's about to get a little choppy. I heard that word and I knew it wasn't good. And he said it again. He said, we're approaching some weather, as if we were not in weather at the time. And he said again, we're going to hit a little chop. Now, I knew that chop was pilot speak, for we are about to be shaken like a snow globe in the hands of an angry toddler. Right? Choppy meant I'm about to contemplate my life decisions while wedged between two strangers, right? Choppy means I'm about to make a lot of promises to God on what I'll do if we land safely, none of which I intend to keep, right? But the pilot was very matter-of-factly telling us, hold on, prepare yourselves because turbulence is coming. And growing up Christian, that was a concept I understood. I was taught the stories of Jesus and that Jesus was with his students and he's preparing to leave them, and he wants to encourage them, and he tells them, I'm telling you all these encouraging things because in this world you're going to have trouble, but take heart. Jesus was saying to those who would follow him in the ways of compassion and mercy and justice and love, hold on, prepare yourselves, turbulence is coming. Well, last night I flew from Raleigh, North Carolina with a message for you. Hold on, prepare yourselves, Turbulence is coming. I'm a little late, aren't I? Turbulence took the earlier flight out, didn't it? Because when I say turbulence, you can name exactly who and what is causing your shaking, can't you? You can name exactly who and what is causing the storm within you that you are presently in. These are times of great shaking in our country, but they're times of great shaking in here. Because you and me and everyone who passes us on the street today, everyone you've met on social media, everyone at the grocery store line, we are all living with the collateral damage of being human. This is why I love this community, because you're here to say this is the collateral damage of being human, but this is the beauty in that. See, what happens with turbulence is fear and turbulence are a package deal, right? We experience the difficulties of life, and panic and despair and grief and worry and fear are going to come with them. It happens in the storms that we are all experiencing. And in our house, there are two responses to the storms, to the literal storms. I have a dog. Her name is Zoe. And Zoe, she's like a furry meteorologist. Okay, if I can't find her and I look for her and she is in the tub, I know, oh, storm's coming. And she tells me. Now, our daughter, Selah, she is now 9, but when she was 6, she began, when the thunder would roar and when the lightning would flash, she would become frantic and she would run screaming and she'd hyperventilate and she'd run into my arms and she'd cry hysterically. So I had these two responses to the storms: frozen, unable to move, and frantic, unable to rest. And I wonder what your response to the turbulence in your life has been these days. Are you frozen, unable to move, or are you frantic, unable to rest? And I want you to know that's not a place God desires you to stay. You can visit that, but then you need to leave it. Now, you've been thinking about the storms. You've been thinking about your turbulence as I've been talking, but I want you to know this is about more than that. This is not just about the turbulence that you and I are experiencing. This is about the turbulence that we get to walk into. We get to walk into the shaking of other people's lives, and we get to bring peace to that shaking. See, because the truth is, we have a gift with our lives, because in this time of great shaking, there are the peace givers and the fear bringers. We've seen what the fear bringers do. We've seen what they say. We know how they work. And we get to say we want to be the peace givers. Our responsibility is to leverage whatever comfort and rest and privilege and position we have on behalf of other people to stop the shaking. Now, I grew up with a story about Jesus. If you don't know it, it's okay. I'll paraphrase it in 60 seconds. Don't check me on it because it might be lies. Okay, so Jesus is with his students and he says, let's go for a ride in the boat. It's like a 3-hour tour. What could go wrong, right? And they get in the boat and everything's fine, but yes, it goes badly and there's wind and there's storms. And what happens in the students is they panic, because that's our response when fear comes, right? When storms come, that's what happens to us. And they look for Jesus because they say, Jesus, take the wheel. He can fix this. And they find Jesus sleeping in the back of the boat. Jesus gets up and they're saying, Jesus, don't you care if we drown? And he just says, where's your faith? He said, this menu of this life, the menu is very limited. It's fear or faith. Which would you like? And then the story goes that Jesus calms the winds and the waves. He says, peace, be still. I wonder if you are hearing the voice of the one who made you, the one who knows you, the one who loves you, say to the storms within you, peace, be still. Where does the fear come from? It comes from the feeling that we can't control things, right? That's why I can't stand the turbulence on the airplane, because I know that I can do nothing to change my circumstances in that moment. I was getting on that flight to Albuquerque, and I texted my host. I said, getting on the plane, and she gave me what she thought was encouragement. You've given this encouragement before to people traveling? She said, okay, be safe. I said, I'm just going to be sitting here. You tell that to the pilot and the weather. See, the pilot and the weather are outside of my control, and it's easy to think that my peace or my fear rests in the things that I can't control. But that's not true, is it? Because the story of people of faith and conscience and morality is that we can alter our inner weather. That we can see the choice is not whether or not we're going to be placed in storms. The choice is how much of the storms we're going to allow to be placed within us. Are we going to be internally turbulent in turbulent times? We're going to get a lot of time this weekend to tell our stories, to talk about our shaking, but I want you to know there is peace and rest on the other side of everything that we face. What I started to do with Selah is when she started freaking out about the storm, one day I said, come here, we're going to go sit out on the porch. And I held her in my arms and I started to tell her, this is how thunder works. This is how lightning works. And you know what happened? Her breathing began to slow. Her heart rate started to return to normal. She sank her full weight into my body. And now, she's 9 years old. Whenever that thunder breaks out, you know what I hear from somewhere in the house? Dad, let's go sit in the storm. Because I did two things for her. I right-sized the threat for her. I let her know what the storm really was. I want you to have your storms right-sized today. I let her know that also that I would be with her, I would be present with her. I want you to remember the one who invited you into this journey, the one who made you, the one who knows you better than anyone. Everyone you meet, everyone you pass on the street, everyone you meet on social media, all the people across from the dinner table, they're all experiencing the shaking of being human. Step into that. Bring whatever peace you are able to bring. People of morality, people of faith, people of conscience, that's what we do. We stop the shaking in the world. May you find rest in your storms. May you not allow the storms around you to create one within you. May you step into the world and be a peace giver and not a fear bringer. And may you remember that in the eyes of the one who knows you and loves you, everything that you are experiencing, all the shaking in you right now that terrifies you is just a little bit of chop. Shalom.
Because we weren't feeling enough pressure for the high holidays. Great. I'm going to ask everybody to please rise as we welcome, formal call to prayer, the Baruch Hu.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated. If you're standing in the back, I'm going to ask you to find a seat. There's plenty of them. If you're standing, in a moment, we're going to recite the Shema. But before we do, I know it's your favorite part, Bob. I'm going to ask you to put your feet flat on the floor. Put your hands in your lap. And close your eyes. I don't care if you're sitting in the front row or the back. We all are on this journey together. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Put your hand on your heart. We all have storms within us. But maybe you feel a storm right now. Maybe you feel perfectly at ease and calm. Maybe you're trying to calm yourself from the week that was. Just take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Realize that no one can do what you do, and that every breath you take is a gift. We gave gratitude earlier, but it's more than once a week. It's more than a fleeting moment. With every breath we take, we have the opportunity to bring this world together or tear it apart. So as we recite the Shema, let's think of how we can bring this world together.
Oh, say shalom bimroma, oh yeah, say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, oh yeah, say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, oh yeah, say shalom aleinu. Yeah, say shalom. Yeah, say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yeah, say shalom, yeah, say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Oh, say shalom bimroma, oh yeah, say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, oh yeah, say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimroma, oh yeah, say shalom aleinu. Yeah, say shalom, yeah, say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yeah, say shalom, yeah, say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yeah, say
That's how Cantor Shearer raps.
I was going to try, but.
Okay, so now's the time for the Kaddish. Kaddish, of course, is a prayer that reminds us of Kodosh, of connection. The lie that we tell ourselves is that once someone dies, they're gone. That's not the story of faith. People of faith know that nobody's ever gone. So those who are saying Kaddish for a Yortzeit or for the year of mourning, I ask you to please rise. As a community, we say Kaddish. I'm going to ask you to be quiet also. For the Yortzeits of Norma Applebaum, Harry Miller, Sandy Scharf, Paul Wolfish, Harry Steinbaum, Dee Dee Dunn, Bruce Mullen, David Chan, Bertrand Pascal, Trudy Edelson, Ruth Freed, Anna Hitter, Philip Poretsky, Zelly Caban, Alan Malamud, Abe Breslow, Mo Lubert, Nathan Neubauer, Charlotte Greenberg, Martin Hellman, Daniel Glickman. The year of mourning for Todd Bird, Richard Block, Mildred Borovitz, Lillian Bort, Tricia Dintzer, Sheila Ellman, Glenn Goss, Judy Labov, Kobe Levy, Ed Praver, Barry Rose, Daniel Rosen, Michael Roth, Mordechai Sesportas, Tyler Shamash, Michael Shapsis, Sarah Schmidt, Trevor Stefani, Wilson Thacker, Alice Weiss, Lou Weiss, Muriel Werner, Donna Zivik, Ishak Dasa, Stanley Tashman.
My cousin Travis James, Mish, Trevor, Glenn Goss, and Will Wyland. Chris Riccardi, Sean Brophy, Martin Beck, Annabeth Kaya, Rosabeth Duran, Eric Benzia, all my brothers and sisters here, Glenn and Shia.
Glenn Goss, Paulette Penton.
Tricia Dixon. Glenn Goss.
My aunt Judy Craig. My mother Esther. My father Richard Steinberg. Alex Espinosa. My dad is Stan. Eugene Simon. Deborah Rachel Ernst. My mother Jennifer. Prima Ruth. Tim Beatty. Amy Levy. And my grandfather Richard Block. Ernie Masson. Lindsay Slinsky. Paul Pascal and Lillian Brickman. My sister, Jerry Sutton. My sister Benet Holland Phillips and Michael Roth.
The 34 people that were killed in the vote.
Barbara Albertson.
My friend Roger Pryor.
Our father, Stan Tashman.
Brother-in-law Edward Doyle.
The people from College Memory Care of Santa Barbara.
And Seth Friedman.
Together, Yikadal, V'yikadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yomad Divrach, Hirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei, Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'galal, V'zman Kariv, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah, Mevarach, Le'olam, Elomei Maya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnasei, V'yitadar, V'yitalev, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudsha, B'rechu, Leila min kol birchata b'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, Yasei shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who welcomes our loved ones back home send us comfort and the knowing that they're at rest and that they're at peace. And we say, Amen.
All right, birthdays.
Okay, birthdays, please come up. We're going to read together. Come on, birthdays, come on down. Triumphantly, quickly. Okay.
Just this.
Yeah, let's start from here. Ready?
I'll start with
Right here.
Okay. O Lord, my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril, kept me alive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hagomel chayim tovot shegemala mikol tov. Praised are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good on the undeserving, and who has dealt graciously with me.
Together, Mi Shegemalchem Kol Tov, Hu Yigmalchem Kol Tov Selah. May that which caused you good
Always bestow goodness upon you. Amen. Okay, we got it out here.
Birthdays down here, cakes come to the birthdays. Line up. All right. People want to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everyone. Happy Okay. Everyone has 2 minutes to speak. We're going to go in order. Come on up, Benjamin.
Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a grateful member of this community. Okay, it's really hot. There's a lot of birthdays. What I thought I wanted out of this place and what I ended up getting were two totally different things. I'll admit, when I came in, I didn't really have any interest in being a part of this community. But through being a service that I learned in AA, I started helping out around here, and it's like they duped me. They tricked me. Next thing you know, I'm part of this community. And I have to admit, it was the single driving factor in keeping me here and my time here. Alcoholics Anonymous, therapy, everything else that they offer here were huge parts of my stay here. But being a member of this community really gave me it's kind of like a sense of self that I lost when I was out there. And I owe that as a direct result of being here. So for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you to my parents for still sticking with me all these years. Nancy and Mark for coming. You've become family. Nick, you've become a dear friend. Chris, wherever he's at, another dear friend. And the best gifts I got out of this place were not what I was looking for. And for that, I'm ever grateful. Thank you.
Sierra.
Hi, thank you, everybody. I knew when I would come up here I wouldn't be able to actually get any words out because I'm so nervous, but I know for sure I want to say thank you to Harriet and thank you to Darren and my treatment team, and you guys gave me something that I was not expecting. I think it's no secret that I was not as willing when I first came to get sober, but Harriet and Darren and my treatment team, they taught me something, and they really got through to me, and it was like, oh, I'm so nervous. I love my life, and I'm the most grateful that I get to go through the turbulence, right? I get to go through it and come out of it feeling good and not so affected by the chaos. And I would never have ever been able to do that on my own. And really, Harriet, thank you. You're like this angel, and I just love you so much. And you've always been there for me. So I don't know. I'm gonna cry. So bye.
I've spent the entire last year thinking about what I'm going to say tonight. I hate it. So getting sober it's not always fun. It's a lot of showing up when you don't want to, of drinking bad coffee in unpleasantly lit church basements and writing down all the things that you messed up in life. But I've found that when I just keep doing that things, it has a kind of way of coaxing me into a better attitude and into being a less selfish person. If you're newly sober and you're struggling, I can promise you that if you stick with it, things will get better. I also want to thank my parents, my family, my girlfriend, who never knew me as an addict and is so supportive. My friends, and lastly, Rabbi and Harriet for building such a crazy, weird, and cool thing here. Thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm a grateful member of this community. 3 things. First, I want to thank Beit Shuva and Harriet and Rabbi and my entire treatment team, who I still see, especially Dr. Friedman. Then I have 2 more things. Number 1, if you think you can't do this, you are looking at a perfect example of somebody who could not get this. I have been here multiple times. I've been many other places multiple times. And it's actually not my 2nd birthday. It's way after my 2nd birthday. But number 3, I wanted to celebrate with my friends from Creative Matters, who I never get to see anymore. And I figured if they're doing it, I want to do it. So you can see I haven't matured all that much. But immature or not, I haven't had a drink in 2.5 years. And that is as astonishing to me as it is to anybody. Have a good night.
Hi, my name is Ken, and I'm an alcoholic and a grateful member of this community. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Rabbi and Harriet for Beit Shuva. It really did save my life. I want to thank my sponsor. Without him guiding me through the steps, I wouldn't be here today. Ken or Shira, you're like my lighthouse. Like anytime I need positivity, she is the person that I call, and I do my best to give in return. My friend Dan is like my twin flame. We're both obnoxious and out of this world. Jessica, like she's a part of this like family that like I've created over the years, and we don't get to see each other much. And of course, my mom and dad have been super supportive, and I love them to death. It was really funny. A friend of mine, we were talking about Beit Shuva, and he told me that he came and interviewed here, and he sat down with Harriet. And Harriet said that it's a 12-month program, we're not selling anything here, and we all started laughing because like Beit Teshuva is not selling anything here. You know what I mean? Like they're giving it away, you know? So thank you for my sobriety.
I'm Doug. I'm an alcoholic and a grateful member of this community. How's it going? My life is huge now. I have an amazing daughter, a wonderful wife. My parents, my father-in-law and his wife are here. I have nothing to complain about except for all the stuff I could complain about. I'm just grateful. I have a great life, and go Pats.
I'm Kendall. I'm a grateful member of this community. Thank you, Harriet, for this incredible place, and thank you, Rabbi, for so many things, our relationship, and for teaching me that my feelings weren't real, except 9 years ago you said it like a lot different, more colorful. 9 years ago, my life was really dark and really sad, and now it's huge and amazing, and I have an incredible husband, and my family, like, we get to go on vacation, and they trust me, and they want to be around me, and I have this glittery princess daughter, and I'm so grateful for my life. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm an alcoholic and a grateful member of this community. Hi, thank you so much, Harriet and Rabbi, for creating this place. I definitely never thought I would have a life like this today, and I'm grateful for my parents, for everything, the unconditional love that they've given me and my friends, and just to be able to live a regular life. And it's not the big things, like, yes, I have an apartment, I have a great job, I have a car, but it's really like I can open my mail, I can look people in the eyes, I can like get my car washed. I mean, those things I'm still just surprised that I can do. Go to the dentist, things that I would never ever want to do or never could do before. So thank you for the big things and the little things. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you stay.
That was like a land speed record. We're going to take a moment out of our Friday night service to say prayers for those who are healing or in need of healing, those who are in need of healing of body, spirit, and mind, suffering with any kind of disease or illness, mental illness, or whatever it might be. So I'm going to ask you, if you'd like, you can stand up and or you don't have to, you can sit, you're sitting, so perfect, so stay there. And we'll do the Misha Berach together, shall we? All right.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Ve'Leah Hu Yivareh V'Yirapeh Et HaCholim Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana La Elna Rifana La Misha Berach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yaakov
לברך וירפא את החולים.
May all those who are ill experience a full and speedy recovery of body and spirit, refuat nefesh, refuat guf, and let us say, Amen.
So the one thing I forgot to mention was that John has a few books, and he's got some great T-shirts, and they are over there. Catherine's over there, and we have a square. So if you need want to use credit cards, you can purchase them. I will tell you that his books are amazing. They just lift you. You have no choice but to be lifted up by everything that John writes, as well as hearing him in person. So I wanted to make that one announcement.
And they'll be for sale all weekend right? All weekend, yes. So tomorrow, our weekend with Pastor John Pavlovitz continues with the lunch and teaching preceding services from 1 to 2. Sunday, there's a panel discussion, as Rabbi mentioned, from 5 to 7, an interfaith panel with Nejuma and Rabbi Ed Feinstein and John and Rabbi Mark. Prepare for the high holidays with me and my adult education, September 18th and 25th at 7 p.m. in the library. Thank you both. Save the date. You are here, Slichot service on September 21st, here 8 to 10 with Beth Am and Ikar. Join us. Rabbi and Harriet are going with EBI. They're going on the road with Freedom Song, November 3rd through the 13th. So, if you're watching this at home, or if you have friends or family in Princeton or Philly area, D.C., or anywhere, Baltimore or Rockville, Maryland, please. You're from the Midwest. All right. Anyway, join them, please. It's going to be a great opportunity to see what Beit Shuvah does and bring it to your community. The Purse Project is March 22nd at 11 a.m. I think we have some time between now and then. Membership. It's that time of year. Your congregation Beit Shuvah membership package should be arriving in your mailbox anytime. But if you'd like to take care of it this evening, see that lovely woman, Jenny. See Jenny. She's lovely. You may want to do, yes. Can't join us for services on the high holidays or know someone who doesn't live in town but has always wanted to come and experience Beit Shuvah? BeitShuvah.org/live for live streaming of the high holidays. Sisterhood meeting Sunday, September 22nd at 10:30 a.m. in the boardroom, or board meeting. Songwriting group will be held every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Please contact, where's Greg? Greg Sutton, there he is, for more information. Choir members not wanted, right? Don't we? We're full, right?
That's right.
Right, we're full.
Cut off.
Next. Dinner, next. Yes. Bereavement process group, every other Wednesday from 7 to 8:30. Next group is September 18th. Please contact Darren Fond, who may or may not. Is she here? I saw her earlier. All right. For more information. Okay, we have sponsors, Shabbat sponsors. So we would like to thank Dad, Papa, Emma, and Amanda. For Doug and Kendall, thank you so much for sponsoring. And Rachel, your parents as well. Thank you to the Levine family for sponsoring. We need 3 more sponsors for this amazing night we've had. We'd have excitement. We had some thunder. We had definitely some thunder and lightning, right? So who wants to sponsor? Come on, people, we need sponsors. All right, thank you so much. Right? You got Leslie. Yes. What's your name? Kestenbaums are all right. Thank you to the Kestenbaums. One more. Wait, where is it? All right. I can't see who that is. Who is that? All right. David. All right. Thank you, David. All right. That's it. OZ.
All right. Let's all join in community together. Stand up.
Ozi וזמריה ויהי לי לישועה עוזי וזמריה ויהי לי לישועה
All right, let's give it up for Max and for Zach and Thea. And we got David and Luca, Greg and James, our two cantors, dueling cantors, and then our third one. And Rabbi Ben, let's give it up. And for Ted, who does the live stream sound. All right?
Yeah, Ted.
What is it now? It's time for the
Kaddish. Kiddush. Kiddish.
Whatever you want to call it. Kaddish. No, that's the...
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon chinhilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu vaharta yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. All right, now everyone grab a piece of the challah and someone else grab another piece of them, but
Watch
Watch where you grab that piece.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam chamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody.
For the record, I didn't. More bread for you?
Here, dog.
Yeah, give this to me. Give this to me. Oh, it's off.
What was up on my right? Is it batteries?
Batteries, yeah, when it starts doing that, but we put, I don't know, it must be draining the battery. You should go through the orange.